How's it going, everybody? Today, episode 18 of the One Defense Hardcore Iron Man. Last video, we got a lot done, did a bunch of Zolra, all sorts of other stuff, but I really burned out from the game, and my mental was not good, so I've taken quite a big break, played some other games, played main Iron Man, yada yada yada, did a lot of AFK stuff. We are starting this one off with some Guardians of the Rift, you know, everybody's favorite mini game. This game is taking forever to end. I never really remember how long these actually take, but there's the XP drop. There's 90 rune crafting. I think I ended the last video with like 87 or something. I do have a plan for today's video. We are going to be doing some Slayer. Slayer just got reworked. Every master has its own block list. I've got a plan for this, but I have to do a lot of math, so we're going to just let this searching thing roll. We're going to do this. 547 is where we're starting. I will be back when this is done, and I do all my math. Okay, that was a lot more math than I had anticipated, and it also turned out not the way I thought it would. So for starters, we got another lantern. Great. Oh, a D-med. Even better. But we did get some Herbal XP, which is actually really good. So with this math, it's actually better to do Steve, which not long ago, it wasn't better to do Steve. Okay, before I show this image, I just want nobody to judge me, okay? Don't look at Konar too harshly, all right? I don't know why I drew this instead of just explaining it with pictures, but I thought I'd be different. Okay, so here's what we're working with. Oh, Konar, beautiful. So, Turiel, the lowest level Slayer Master, gets his own block list. You can block the 5 worst tasks. You do tasks 1 through 9, fast AF, boy. Then you go to Konar. Konar gets her own task list. You can block 5 terrible tasks with her. She has a lot of bad ones. But you only do her for task number 10. That brings us to points go way up. You just keep repeating the cycle till you have a desired number of points. I'm thinking probably stock up, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000 points. And then you go to Steve. Steve, this is the cream of the crop drawing of this picture right here, and that's not saying much. But Steve, this is where you go, set up your block list, as we discussed in the previous notepad, where you just have a ton of burst tasks and really good tasks. You skip everything else. That is the whole point of these two fellows over here. Sheesh. And then the XP just goes off the charts. Okay, this has been fun. And the final tangent before we really get into this is, with all the AFK I did make 100,000 blood runes. RS3's league starts in like a week. I'm not going to play it a whole ton, but I do want to give it a try because I like temporary mode. So once we get the Slayer stuff set up, we will be going to Souls to AFK during that whole endeavor. Rune stack goes up. 1 quest point. 2 quest points. 2 more quest points, halfway done, just need 4 more. There's another quest point. I don't know how this quest was still undone, but 3 to go. There's another one done. 2 more to go. That's Scramble done. 1 more to go, and we'll be 250. And we are done. 250 quest points. That one almost got a little bit dicey. That Minotaur fight, he don't play around. So that unlocks our 5th block slot. And spoiler alert, I already have 4 of them filled out. The next one I'm looking for, it's like skeletons or monkeys are equally as bad as each other. I would almost prefer monkeys to get that blocked. We're gonna finish that off and then he will be done. Cool, that wasn't bad at all. Something like 15, 16 tasks to get this all done. There is the Turiel block list set up. I forgot to mention earlier, I was debating skeletons over monkeys. The same reason I don't have bears or spiders. Well, spiders are just a fast task, but don't have bears in the future when this count dies. This also doubles as a good wildy skipping task thing because you still get all 3 of the bosses to count as tasks. So yeah, now I suppose we just work either towards points or filling out Steven's block list. I don't know. Hello. I don't know. It's been like 3 weeks since I've recorded. Sitting at 91, about to hit 92 rune crafting. we just like scroll way up in here. I was very confused. Oh, you probably saw it. Why everybody was freaking out. Someone got a Venenatus pet, and then 3 ticks later I click on the altar and I've got a little guy. This account is going to get every single skilling pet on the way to 99, but do I have a heron? I don't even remember. Oh, I'm going to miss out on the heron. What a sad time. This account's pet luck is nuts. Hey, look at that. There's the antler guard all this time later. I finished up playing the RS3 League. Anybody that didn't play it, if you don't like the game, you really missed out because it's actually pretty dang fun. I ended up being 92, a little bit of the way to 93 room crafting. There's the antler guard. That's the new offhand, which is better than like everything. I don't know. Okay, sailing is out. I have not recorded a clip on this account in a long time. I've been very busy, but in my meantime, I've been foot pedaling agility. I don't even know what level I started at, 80, 81, 82 or something. I'm pretty much 88, so that's been fun. My phone interrupted me. This is all screwed up, but now we're gonna be 2K total in like a day or two, hopefully. So, ooh. I am also going into this sailing completely blind. I don't know if you can really easily die while just sailing. I'm not doing bosses, but hopefully the hardcore doesn't just die for fun. Well, there's a new quest done, I guess. This skill is kind of trash. Another new quest. I don't honestly even know how many there are, but 24 sailing. 9 more levels in them. 2K total though, I guess. That's cool. Okay, there's the first trial done. For those of you that played on day 1, you know how bad 1 through 30 in this skill was, but now once you make it to 30, it's like agility 2.0, which is arguably worse. This one right here should be 2K total. Wowee, that would have been cool 2 days ago, but now it's just whatever. I think that the 2K total worlds still exist. They just added more? Yeah, cool. We got some more worlds. Well, that's all 3 of these things all done. I don't know how many collection logs there are with this new skill. I don't even know where they are. This is where they should be. Honestly, it might be where they are. Oh my gosh, it actually is. The whole skill should be here. There's the first set of the trials all clogged out, and now you just sit here doing water agility 2.0 for I don't know how long. There's another collection log. Boat bottle. As far as I know, this just lets you move your boat 1 time and then it's like destroyed, so that's kind of trash. I'm just here trying to get the amulet. Also, like, I set up this 2-for-1 spot at the low level thing. This was annoying to set up, and it's just kind of nice just AFKing, going from doing agility to doing this. Well, hey, look at that. There's the amulet. It's inert. I don't know how you charge it, but this thing teleports you to Pandemonious, whatever, the main island for sailing, and that's going to be fantastic. This AFK is still awesome. It's not super AFK, but enough to do other stuff, watch movies, whatever. This skill has become so much better with the AFK stuff. There's 50 sailing, and I didn't even notice. That means I can get the big boat and get more people and all sorts of stuff. So now we have to go dump like 1,000 planks into making the big boat. Oops, I missed the level, but I got 70 sailing. We are on day number 6 of sailing. Pretty much just been AFKing since I got the ability to, and been nice. One thing I started doing is bringing a recoil and cosmic runes, because you get so many sapphire rings, and then I just enchant them all. Also AFK. I started at 3,000 charges and now I'm at 17.5, so it's a lot of just free recoil charges for suffering. Been pretty nice. Okay, hopefully my mic isn't messed up because it just went nuts, but there is 80 sailing. There was a huge nerf to sailing or salvaging XP a couple days ago, but I really don't have much time to play every day anyway, so hopefully they revert it by the time I get back. But now we can go to the next shipwreck. I came here with 1.8 mil, so I made what, like 3.6 mil from 74 to 80? That's kind of cool. Well, there is 85 sailing, like an hour and a half every day. It's taken like a month just to get 80 to 85. but we continue AFKing. Still don't have much time to play for another like month. Well, this is going to seem like a random level. 87. Sailing. But I wanted to get the last shipwreck unlocked before I left this place. I should be able to start playing more here in the next, I don't know, couple weeks. So I thought I'd just bang this out while I'm still here. And now we can kind of start moving on to doing other actual stuff. It's never the chaps. Alright, my fiance was very sick for these next few clips, so here is post recording me. There is dragon knives from worms. My worms luck was very crazy. Those things are insanely expensive, but like 20 kills later or something, I got the harpoon, which is the most sought after thing for most people. But those knives, like 15k each. I know they're PKers, but the harpoon and the knives in one trip is insane. And then in the same task, I got 85 Slayer, which, as everybody knows, unlocks Abyssal Demons, one of the most notorious tasks in this game. Pretty nice stuff. And of course, I got a task almost immediately and got my first whip. Looks beautiful on the ground. I didn't even look at it long enough. What am I doing? Beautiful. Got a whip. Don't know if I'll ever use it because I'm not training attack for right now anyway. And Dust Devil task. Everybody loves them. I've killed like 8,000 of these things so far. 96 HP, which is actually a big deal because if I stay 80 attack, that is the last combat level this account gets. 63 prayer, 80 attack is 90 combat. 90.75, I think, is exactly what it ends on. And then at the end of that task, got my 500 task streak, which is a big stimmy check of points, which was beautiful, but I was also less than 10k XP away from 94 mage, so I stayed and finished that off, which unlocks Ice Baraga. Yes, back to live. Well, I started this quest on day 1, and then I never finished it because I didn't feel like questing, or I guess it was day 2, but I should have because holy hell, 10k sailing XP. But more importantly, that gets me the Griffin Slayer tasks, which gets you the drop of, I think it's a zombie axe equivalent, but for stab. I don't know, it's just something. It's got a cool looking pet, so thought I'd knock it out. Oh, 94. All right, 95 range. That's kind of a cool number. 13 dragon nails. I think it dropped 5 to 15. I got this as a Slayer task and I thought I'd check it out. With no fairy rings, it is a 6-minute drive because I cannot boat from Fremennik. I have to boat all the way from Karend, and it's kind of crazy. So most people would just go like from here or from here, I guess. I don't know, somewhere to right here, but I have to go all the way from over here. Over here. Well, this kill, there is 87 Slayer. This was a nice little push. Slayer is so much different now than it used to be. A lot better tasks. 87 gets me Cave Kraken, which gets me the Trident, and I already have a Magic Fang sitting in the bank. So that'll be nice. Hey, look at that, what a combo. 95 mage on the kill, and we got the Trident. And now, the Magic Fang. Do I need a chisel? Oh no, we're gonna grab one anyway. The Magic Fang that's been sitting in the bank for who knows what, like 3 months or something, finally has a purpose. Look at us. How far we've come. We now have a Trident of the Swamp. Didn't even use the regular Trident. Yo, Kraken Tentacle. Don't know if I'll ever use that on my whip, but that's cool to have. Okay, I got this rusty locket. I'm going back and finishing all the low-level collection logs for sailing because there's like 100 of them. Took like 700, not bad. Hey, so you remember in the last clip when I said I was gonna go back and get all these collection logs and just, you know, knock them out because they're pretty quick, AFK. They're all 1 in 3k. I think the rate I go with how AFK I do, good grief, where even are they? Oh, it's here, yeah. With how AFK and working with 2 slaves or paid employees that love their jobs, it takes me about a day to get 3k. This one took 10,176, so that was certainly less than ideal, but we keep going. Well, we got the dull knife. This one was not as bad as the last one. This one was only 6,300. Still not great, but not bad. Oh, got a dragon cannon barrel. I did not expect that. I'm only 89 sailing. Oh. Well, here is the big level 90 sailing. Probably going to call it there. Just want to get 90. It looked kind of ugly being like the lowest skill ever. There's 90 sailing. Cool. I can't even use this till 92, I found out. But also, hopefully there's changes to boat combat eventually, because I guess it just sucks. I don't know. Well, I was looking through my skill tab, and I noticed that cooking was 50k off of level 90 as well. So knock out another 90. Now, I mean, the skills are looking pretty good. I'm just a skiller. Okay, I decided I'm gonna go and start knocking out some of these scarier quests. I don't even know how you finish this garbage. I think that's the end of the quest pretty much. Yes, that is 40k Slayer XP. I thought it was like 50 or 55 even. I don't know, but that's a juicy injection of XP. Now let's go loot the chest and get our 1kc spoon. Now this quest, I don't really get anything from it. I don't need the atlatl, I have a blowpipe, the mage gear is whatever, and the blood moon, I do want the big boppers, but blood moon at 1 defense, the whole fight is basically just, he heals himself based on the damage he does, and when you have 1 defense, you have very bad defensive gear, so he heals a ton. So I pretty much just took in my Ring of Suffering and Bruise, and just chug-a-lugged the whole way through. Sadly, no 1kc Hueycoatl, whatever, dual Hueycoatls. Okay, I didn't know this is an old clip. This is post-recording me. I just wanted to show off that I finished Gridmaster a few months ago as 1 defense. Completely finished it, maxed everything. I thought it was cool. I didn't make a video of it, but I did record clips. I just didn't like the way they were structured together. Thought I'd flex that one real quick. Have enough points to get the Alchemist Amulet. This is a 15% chance to create an extra dose of a potion every time you make a potion. So in combination with the prescription goggles, which are the only 2 things I have, which are the only 2 things I want, you can save secondaries and make extra doses. It's beautiful. Well, here's a Dragon Hunter wand. Me and a guy from the clan are just crashing bots. All I'm here for is the hide. Very sad. I might have to DPS check that and see if it's better than Colossal Blade. I don't know how much of that I had the recorder on in time for, but my mouse just died. I was at 20 health with a wave coming at me, and the waves do like 25 damage, so that was almost exciting. Shout out NWI Riven. I was hopping worlds looking for a new bot, and just randomly found him here at the bank, and we decided to do it with an ult. And first KC, we get the hides. So that is everything done with Huey. Now, if we be very careful and make 1, and I'm still going to click off just to be even safer, there's our chaps and there's our Vambraces, which are best in slot for 1 defense. How much of an upgrade is it? I don't know. It's not that big of an upgrade over Blessed Chaps, I don't think, but like 20s, and then 0 Prayer goes to +2 Prayer and 30. That is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. Also, another thing I didn't realize, I thought the Master Wand had magic damage percentage on it, but it's +20 and 0, and this wand is +16 and 10. That is insane. I didn't really care earlier because I have the Master Wand, but then the guy I was doing with was like, oh, it's actually so much better. I didn't honestly know that. Well, I had to hop back to the Mass World for one last thing. There is the combat achievement, I'm Your Son, which requires 2 pieces of Hueycoatl hide equipment, actually, to do. So 3 hides. But that is all of the Huey combat achievements outside of the 2 speedruns, which God only knows. I'm sure I could probably get carried as a +1 for both of these, but that's it. We are done here for a while. 203 KC, not terrible. That is going to be all for today. This is the end of the video. Well, isn't this fitting? Dead Man mode starts in just a couple of days. We just had the winter summit, all sorts of stuff going on. The game is awesome. This video took forever to make because during November, December, and the first half of January, I am home for about an hour a day. So I don't really have much time to play. But we managed to get quite a bit done. We got all sorts of new gear that came into the game. The little antler guard, we got our Trident, we got our Hueycoatl stuff, all sorts of goodies. Also a whole new skill. I forget that that's in this video too. With Dead Man mode coming up in a few days, I will probably just be AFKing this account. I don't think I really want any rewards. I already have enough points for the magic cape, but I never bought it. So this account will be AFKing stuff, probably amethyst darts, blood runes, you know, all the goody stuff. But in the next video, there is one goal that I have, and I'm going to do Beneath Cursed Sands and start doing some TOAs. They will probably be low invocation. I don't know. I kind of want to do Slayer and go to the Griffin and get the Bell's Folly though first. Shellbane Griffin, the Bell's Folly. I got 149 KC. It's a very good stab weapon. I don't want that before TOA. Don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just send it. I don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully the next one doesn't take as long to come out. I hope you all have a good day, good evening, good morning, whatever. Peace out. Love you guys. Bye.